Hey, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, I appreciate you stopping by. Uh, if this is your regular subscriber, hey, thanks for coming back and checking out some of my content. Um, Michigan Bass Nation State Championship, Grand River, Grand Haven, Michigan. Unfortunately, it was not a good event for me. I finished 48 out of 63 boats. It was a tough bite all week for me. I was never able to be consistent during the week. Some days I would catch, a limit, and then next day with no limit, and then on and off, limit, no limit, limit, no limit. I fished most of the river. I stayed in the river during the tournament. I wasn't able to locate fish in other locations that some of the other anglers I know went to. But it is what it is. Definitely finished better than last year, which I zeroed both days up in Alpena. So much happier on results this week. So my rundown. So my two main baits that I caught most of my fish during the week and during the tournament was a Spro Frog, which in black, fishing over duckweed that was surrounded by coontail and milfoil, and I was bomb casting this way back in these areas, and it seemed to have to be areas that had large duckweed populations. It seemed to be the best because there was a lot of open water underneath, and those bites, that's where those bites came from. This is not the frog. The other frog I beat up pretty good, even though I caught like 20 fish, I think, in 2 days, but I was only able to get 5 keepers in 2 days with that. But I fished this frog on a Lew's heavy action 7 foot, or I think 7 or 7.5 foot, 7.3 rod with 65 pound braid, Power Pro, and a Abu Garcia Revo reel. It was that's one of my favorite combinations. But like I said, Spro Frog definitely worked out for me, even though I wasn't able to catch many fish during practice. During the tournament, it paid off for me. And then during practice, most of my bites, believe it or not, came on a custom made swim jig that I make, all white with a Rage Menace grub tail. Was getting me most of my bites during the week, but it did taper off during the end of the tournament. So I was able to catch one on day one, which is my first fish, which you'll see in the video. I was able to catch on this swim jig. This is actually the swim jig that I had during practice. They beat it up pretty good. It's probably about like 10 or 12 strands left. But they were definitely consistently biting this better than anything I had. I also caught fish on a buzzbait, also a Berkeley power bait worm in some of the deeper holes. But like I said, I wasn't able to come up with a consistent pattern all week. So I spent most of my time in Bruce Bayou, if you're familiar with the river. And I was in there by myself. I didn't see any other competitors in there until later in the day. So, but there wasn't a lot of water movement, but the water was relatively clear back there. Hey, if you like this content and you want to see more, give me a like and a thumbs up there. Also, leave any comments of, for any additional content you'd like to see in the future. So without further ado, please enjoy the video clips. I know there's not many, but in the future, we hope to, fix that situation. Thanks for stopping by. Bye. Well, welcome to the 2024 Michigan Bass Nation State Championship on the Grand River in Grand Haven, Michigan. We are boat number 53. Check-in is at 3:30, and right now the weather is awesome.
to start and blast off. So we'll get this thing shortly. Thanks for stopping by.
During practice, I found fish hanging close to this dredge pipe that was secured to the shoreline. Fortunately, I was only able to connect with one fish during the tournament.
He's going to be close. He's not gonna keep. Number 2. That's all I got. Little guy. A little one.
During practice back in this bayou, I was able to connect with 8 to 10 fish throwing a swim jig, uh, fishing this area pretty quickly. I decided to come back here during the tournament and see if this mat had anything underneath. I was able to connect with multiple fish with frog throwing over in the duckweed that was hanging over top of this coontail. Shrinkage